Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
This isn't just...
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Tier 1 Studio for the first time. My name is Pat Wilkinson, up in the booth. Joining me tonight are only the voices inside my head. As you can see, you can finally look at my face. Yes, that's what we'll call that down there. Yes, folks, I've officially partnered up with Tier 1 Studios after being a part of Fearless Broadcasting. Again, nothing against them. We are just moving around and trying new things for a good while here. So, we are here tonight with Core Championship Off-Road Esports Pro 4 Premier Race out here tonight at Firebird Motorsports Park. It's going to be a great night of racing. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Core. I have everything here. Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League, MBJ Race Wraps and Design, Dubby, official partnered sponsor of Core. Use code PRO4 at checkout for 20% off your order at Dubby.com. This broadcast brought to you by Tier 1 Studio, Tier 1 Wraps, and Tier 1 Setup Shop. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in practice here. Thad Countryman, Evan McFarlane, Evan McFarlane, excuse me, Chase Spalding, Tyler Shattuck, Brandon Forsad, Mladen Lakovic, Ray Bowden, Adam McAfee, Joey Herbie, David Holdren, Christian Noble, Warren Watkins, Richard Hardman, Joel Ulrich, James Burke Jr., Jack Klepchik, Jason Freights, Devin Olsland, Jared Lathrop, Dave Pearson, Justin M. White, and Ace Campbell. 21 drivers out here tonight. I can't count. Is that 20? 22. That's why I can't count. My apologies. I'm a bit of an idiot. Forgive me. But yes, folks, we are here with Tier 1 Setup Shop. It is going to be a great night of broadcasting and of racing here tonight at Firebird Motorsports Park. Let's take a look at some of the track info. Half a mile racetrack, 1,153 feet in altitude, 30-mile-an-hour pit road. Weather is beautiful out here tonight. Let's take a look at that. Air temp is 80 degrees. Track temp on the dirt is 89. Wind of 4 miles an hour from the southwest. Dry track surface out here tonight. We go back to our normal full-size tower. Yes, with some help, I've finally gotten some plugins to work. I also should have some cameras, some new cameras anyway, for the races coming up tomorrow and in the future. Gonna be a great time out here tonight. Let's see what these guys can do for the first broadcast here with Tier 1. We've been riding on board with the first place driver in the number 26, Thad Countryman. Practice comes to a close. Everybody jumping out of their trucks. Qualifying, getting ready to go, green flag here. Warren Watkins first on the track. My apologies. I apparently need to fix that. I need to make those smaller. Good to know. Warren Watkins will jump on board with now. On TV1, the number 39. Can't quite make out the sponsors on that. My apologies. I believe he is running a very plain truck, GovX Axalta. Very simple design, but nothing wrong with that. Black with the two-tone teal and pink. He rolls around through the final set of corners here at Firebird. Starting to pick up the pace as he goes over the hoops. Going around the hoops, I should say. Running it nice and wide. As he starts picking up speed, he is going for it now. Green flag is out for the number 39. Huge air off the jump into turn 1. Really sending it sideways. Perfect slide through turns 1 and 2. Over the next jump. Over the next. Setting it up nice and sideways into turn 3. Round the hairpin. Over the big motocross jump. Big air over that. Into the next little ramp behind it. Into the next hairpin at turn 4. Over the hoops. Or whoopties, or whatever they're called. My apologies. Turn 5, here we go. Over the rip on the bottom. Not sure if this racetrack in real life is used for mixed purpose, but it has the rips on the bottom of the racetrack. You can barely see, where you would have motocross bikes digging into a very short banking on the bottom of the racetrack. I don't know if this place actually is a motocross track as well. But with these Pro 4 trucks, these guys are sending it out here tonight. 39 of Warren Watkins, currently down in 9th at the moment. Big air off of the hoopties through the final corner towards the big air front stretch. Once again, huge air this time around. Across the start-finish line. Does he improve? 39 of Warren Watkins does not improve out here tonight. Thad Countryman currently leading the way. Chase Spalding in second. Adam McAfee in third. Let's jump down to somebody else here. Let's go down to the 86 of Joel Ulrich. My apologies. I'm butchering everybody's name out here tonight. That is my apologies. I promise I'm not doing it on purpose. Go over to Dave Pearson. Currently down in 20th at the moment. Let's see if he can improve his time out here tonight in the number 905. Everybody on equal footing. Custom setups, custom fixed setups, I believe, in this league, as the 905 with a big slide over the final jumps. Very well done over those. Around the final corner, nice and sideways in the unsponsored number 905. Huge air over that one. Let's take a look and see what he does for a qualifying time. Does he improve? Number 905. Do not believe he improved. No, he did not. He is down in 21st. Evan McFarlane. Thad Countryman. Chase Spalding. Adam McAfee. Brandon Forsad. Mladen Lakovic. Tyler Shattuck. Joey Herbie. Richard Hardman. Ray Bowden. Christian Noble, Warren Watkins, James Burke, David Holdren, Jason Freitz, Justin M. White, Jack Klepchik, Joel Earlrich, Devon Osland, Jared Lathrop, Dave Pearson, and Ace Campbell rounding out the field at 22 trucks out here tonight. It's going to be a fantastic night of racing here at Firebird Motorsports Park. We show everybody the grid. Here we go. Oop, my apologies. Let's turn that off for the time being. There we go. Evan McFarlane, Thad Countryman, Chase Spalding, Adam McAfee, Brandon Fasad, Mladen Lakovic, Tyler Shattuck, Joey Herbie, Richard Hardman, Ray Bauduin, Christian Noble, Warren Watkins, James Burke Jr., David Holdren, Jason Freites, Justin White, Jack Klepchik, Joel Ulrich, Devin Osland, and Jared Lathrop down in 20th. And then rounding out the remainder of the field, in 21st, Dave Pearson, and in 22nd, Ace Campbell, running, I believe that is a Carson Hocevar inspired number 77. I saw that those guys over at Hocevar's Discord were doing a couple special events with those custom numbered 77 Pro 4s and Pro 2s a few weeks back, if memory serves. But, and apparently when you don't qualify, that's me down there at P1000, starting in 1000th place out here tonight. I didn't know that would happen. That's funny. I like that. Oh, that's funny. Oh boy. Qualifying coming to a close. We are in a heat setup, I believe. Yes, we are. 13 trucks will start in heap number 1. Obviously, I am not starting, so ignore my name being up there, please. Let's jump up to Warren Watkins, currently highest car on the grid as we're waiting for James Burke, Joel Ulrich, Devon Osland, Dave Pearson joining up now, waiting on Burke and Ulrich. Again, apologies for any mispronunciation. I am not doing it on purpose, I promise. Waiting on James Burke to join up on the grid and get going for this heat race, or heat number 1, waiting on James Burke Jr. Obviously, again, my name being up there does not count. I like having a little bit of fun in the practice sessions with, any of the leagues we join. Just for the sake of, hey, gives me opportunity to get some pictures with my truck out on the racetrack. There is James Burke now. 12 trucks ready to go racing out here. At Firebird Motorsports Park. Let's take another look. At the circuit profile. As we get to gridding here, I really got to ask some of these guys, how do they get their nose logos, like the Chevy grills and everything on them, because I would really love one of those for my truck, as I am a Chevy man at heart. Don't quite know who that is. Third truck back on the outside row. I believe this is the 20 of Justin White. Sent it a little bit interestingly up into the wall before we even go green. Hopping back on board with the leader of James Burke as we roll around turn 2. My apologies, I'm on a NASCAR mentality lately. And of course, the tragic news of Kyle Busch earlier this week on Thursday at the age of 41. Absolute tragedy in the world of motorsports. I will say more about that towards the end of the stream as the pace truck is off. Everybody rolling around and over the over the jumps into the final corner. 12 Pro 4 trucks rolling back around the final turn, waiting on the green flag to fly. We are racing here at Firebird Motorsports Park. 6 laps to go. Everybody over the jump very well. 7:39, 9:46, 5:24, 20, 75, 86, 55, 38, 99, 9:05, and the 7:28 into turn 2. 7 getting put it all over the road. By the 39, 9:46 of Christian Noble. Up into the lead, 39 of Warren Watkins. Right there with him. 7 giving him a good old slide job into the second last corner. Over the jumps. Back into the final turn we go. Everybody getting real spread out. One car almost completely rolling over. We come back around the final turn. Everybody trying to keep their stuff together. Over the jump. Very sideways is the 946. A couple of trucks having a couple of issues. One car up into the wall. 5 laps to go. Jack Klepchik has crashed. No cautions for these style of races. That's what makes this really fun. It's been a few nights, I'm a little dry. 39 of Warren Watkins up to the lead at the moment. 9:46 in second. 7 of James Burke in third. Let's jump down into the field a little bit. Let's go down to the 99 of David Usland through the final turn, trying to run down Jason Freites and Joel Ehrlich. Just ahead of him, 4 laps to go. Big damage already to the number 75, ahead of him, 99. God, I'm all over the place with my numbers tonight. Everybody trying to keep up with these guys in the lead. Warren Watkins up to the lead. Seems to have been an incident. Everyone just crashed on my screen, but we're good. Beautiful field out here tonight. Everybody running some serious speed. Over the jumps we go again. Top 5 trying to run away with it. 99 did not get a great run. Running over the rips on the bottom. Over the big jump. 3 laps to go. Let's jump back up into the field a little bit. This is the 38 of Jared Lothrop. Takes a bit of a slide over the rocks. Off of the jump. 39 of Warren Watkins leading the way. 9:46 of Christian Noble up the inside, trying to make a move happen. Over the jumps we go again into the final corner. 39 entry, beautiful slide. 9:46, excuse me, beating his doors in. Over the jump we go, side by side in beautiful tandem. Here we go, both trucks trying to set up early. 9:46 gives the 39 a good shot. 7 gives the shot to the 36 now. Or the 39. I'm gonna mess that up all the time. Ace Campbell getting towed back to pit road. Not sure what happened there. We'll take a look in a moment. 7 very sideways and went straight off that second to last turn. Over the jumps we go again. Christian Noble getting some huge speed over the jumps, managing to clear this second and last one. White flag is out, coming back no matter what here at Firebird Motorsports with heat number 1. 7 with a big slide. 39 beating his fenders in. Christian Noble with a formidable lead at the moment, just about 1 second ahead. Over the motocross jump into the final, into the second to last turn. God, this is exciting, and I'm running out of voice already doing this. Something in the back of my throat. I'm trying here, folks. Round the final turn. After crossing the jumps again, beautiful move. Christian Noble in the number 946 Ford Pro 4 wins heat number 1 here at Firebird. I forgot to turn my graphic back on. Oops. That one. 946 of Christian Noble wins heat number 1. Now we go on to heat number 2. Oh. This is the full field. Oh, this is warm-up. My apologies. I was like, wait a minute. Everybody getting a few extra minutes to warm up with the rest of the field. This is going to be a great feature race here. Not entirely certain of how many laps we will have at this particular moment. But this is going to be a great race out here tonight regardless. Let's take a quick peek into the standings. So far in season, and the start of season 2, Evan McFarlane, no team. has 53 points after winning last week at Crandon Full. Adam McAfee in a TG1 truck has 40 points after coming in second at Crandon. Chase Spalding in the 039 in CDJ has 35 points in third in the championship. Christian Noble, Brandon Prasad, James Burke, Mladen Lakovic, Warren Watkins, David Holdren, Tyler Spencer, Jack Fletcher, Joey Herbie, Devon Oslin, Ryan Nicholas, Jason Freights, Tyler Shattuck, and Jared Latrop, rounding out the 17 current points drivers out here tonight in the championship here at Core, the Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League, brought to you in part by MBJ Race Wraps and Design and Dubby, official partnered sponsor of Core. Use code PRO4, PRO-4, for 20% off your order at Dubby.com. This broadcast also brought to you in part by Tier 1 Studios, Tier 1 Wraps, and Tier 1 Setup Shop. Riding on board with the 39 of Warren Watkins, run through some practice here. Apologies, folks, I do not know why my voice is so bad at the moment. Give me just a minute. Alright, that should be better. I had bits of chicken nuggets stuck in the back of my throat. Oops. That Countryman currently fastest truck on track. Right behind him. We've got some really good trucks out here tonight. 039, 26 of Thad Countryman. Chase Spalding the 039. As warm-ups come to a close, we get ready for, I believe, the feature race. This is heat number 2. 13 laps this time by. No, this is the feature. My apologies. Forgive me, folks. I'm still kind of learning how things are run in this league. That is 100% my fault. I want to take that one. So the first race we did was the B main, and then the final first 6 in that race moved up to the feature race. So we have 16 drivers out here tonight. Evan McFarlane, Thad Countryman, Chase Spalding, Adam McAfee, Brandon Forsad, Mladen Lakovic, Tyler Shattuck, Joey Herbie, Richard Hardman, Ray Bowdoin, Christian Noble, James Burke, Warren Watkins, David Holdren, Justin White, and Joel Earlridge. Coming back around over the motocross jump, behind the pace truck. Through this second to last corner we go. Everybody getting stacked up, ready to go. Green flag racing here tonight for the feature race. 13 laps here at Firebird. Over the jumps, into the final corner. Everybody getting set up and ready, watching the 44 on the point. Through the final hairpin, waiting on the green. We are racing here once again for the feature here at Firebird. 13 laps to go. 44 with a beautiful entry, sliding all the way down to the concrete barriers. Managed to get it to work. Slides right back across the racetrack, cutting off the 26 on the inside. 039 right up the inside. Whoa, he almost goes over. 44 managed to get around that. 039, one truck backwards. We got a car flipping. Mladen Lakovic on his roof and over in the 106. Now down in last place. Not the way he wanted to start this race. Even McFarlane up into the lead with a commendable start. Almost 3/4 of a second ahead already of Thad Countryman. we start rolling down through the grid. Down to Chase Spalding in the 039 alongside the 25 of Thad Country, 26, excuse me, of Thad Countryman. Over the motocross jump into the second to last corner. Coming up to the mini jumps. 586 getting punted around a little bit by the 313 of Richard Hardman. Ray Baudouin in the number 586. Over the start-finish jump. Into the first corner we go again. Let's jump down a little bit further to Justin White in the number 20. Trying to hold off the 43 and the 946. Up over the jumps. Whoa! One truck very sideways. 43 of Brandon Forsad right behind him. Managed to recover and still going. 10 laps to go this time by. Whoa, we got another truck over. Ray Baudouin up and over again. I believe that was Ray Baudouin. No, it was not. It was David Holdren in the 524. No, it wasn't. Who was that? Who was flipping? I promise I'm trying to find him here. Joel Ulrich has a significant amount of damage. 586. Oh, we have two trucks in very similar schemes, so I'm not quite sure who it was. So my apologies. But where I'm trying here, Ray Baudouin in the number 586, down towards the rear of the pack at the moment. Mladen Latkovic doing everything he can to catch back up. Almost half a lap down. 44 of Ethan McFarlane, excuse me. Over the motocross jump. Under the gantry, 26 of Thad Countryman right there behind him, starting to reel him in. Still about 3/4 of a second between them, though. Seems to have better cornering through these last few turns. Get some serious speed going over the jumps. He can make the pass happen. We come down to 8 laps to go. Riding all the way up to the edge of the walls there. 44, beautiful slide around the hairpin turn. Over the motocross jump we go again. Jump down to Joey Herbie with the 7 and the 39 behind him. 53 of Joey Herbie into the second to last corner, coming up to the mini ramps. I promise, folks, next week's broadcast will be better. I apologize if I'm getting all kinds of terminology wrong. And if everyone's names have been mispronounced, I truly do apologize. Whoa, 7 with a beautiful slide all the way across the inside of the turn. Here at turn 1, Ethan McFarlane has crashed. That Countryman getting towed back to pit road. What happened to Thad Countryman? Let's take a quick look. Broke his tire, I believe, and got stuck up against the wall. Nothing he could do about it. 44, huge air down into turn 1. Didn't quite get it set up. Runs a bit wide through turn 1. Over the jump, he has now got a 2.5 second lead over Chase Spalding in the 039. 039 only has about 1 second between him and the 18 of Adam McAfee right behind him. 5 laps to go this time by. 44, very cattywampus over the jumps. Into the final turn, 039 doing his best to try and keep up. Not sure if he's going to have the speed to catch, but he is making one hell of an effort to do so. Through the first turn we go again. This is some great racing we're watching tonight. Don't forget to all of us here at Tier 1 Studio. For more racing action coming in the near future. Tomorrow we will be back with the AINO Image GR86 Cup here on YouTube. So don't forget to tune in for that. That'll be around 4 o'clock after the Indianapolis 500 if they do not have a weather delay. Obviously we'll be still going live at that scheduled time. But we will all hope that we don't have a rainout tomorrow at Indianapolis, nor for the Coke 600. 43 up the inside of the 7. Another beautiful move on the inside. Slide job didn't really work. Whoa! Big contact from the 43 on the 7. Into the into the turn 3 we go. My apologies. Up over the berms on the inside. 7 almost completely on 2 wheels through that hairpin over the motocross jump. everybody kind of single file at the moment, running their own lines. Even McFarlane running away with it. He's almost 3 seconds up. He's 2.8 and gaining all the way up against the rocks. Once again off of turn 1. Beautiful setup over the jump, perfectly sideways. Managed to get it going little late on the downshift. Stalled it out a little bit through the corner into the second to last hairpin. Not sure if he's having a problem, but he cannot get that truck to slide as he goes over the jump once again. Clips the concrete barriers there right at the caution lights. 2 laps to go for even McFarlane. Let's jump all the way back into the field. Let's go back to Malden Lakovic down in 13th at the moment. After rolling it over on one of the first laps, he is back in this race up in 13th at the moment. What an effort from the number 106 out here tonight. Fantastic race so far. Through turn 1, charging up the hill we go again. Yvonne McFarlane, white flag is out, coming back no matter what. We'll stay on board with him for this final lap here at Firebird Motorsports Park. All the way up against the wall again. He's really risking playing the game with danger. Another slow turn from him in that 44. Not sure if he's trying to grip through these last few turns. It is definitely working for him as he's 3.1 ahead. But usually you want to see a little bit of speed through the corners as he comes back around the final turn. Even McFarlane wins here at Firebird Motorsports Park. Chase Spaulding, in second, and Adam McAfee in third. Richard Hardman in fourth, Joey Herbie right behind him in fifth, Warren Watkins right behind them in sixth, Brendan Prasad, Christian Noble, Joel Ehrlich, Tyler Shattuck, Ray Baduin, Malden Lakovic, James Burke, David Holden, and Justin White. Congratulations to all the drivers out here tonight. Oh, they don't have, like, radios. Okay. Wait a minute, hang on. Forgive me, folks. Give me 1 minute. My apologies. I promise I'm working on it. Give me, folks. We're getting... Here he is. Even McFarlane, welcome up to the booth and congratulations on a fantastic win out here tonight at Firebird Motorsports Park.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah, tonight was a good night. Got the qualifying out of the way, got on pole, and knew in that start just how to throw a slider and try to hold off Thad because he was going to have that run on the outside. Luckily, there was some battling, and I was just like, all right, I'll just watch the Delta, just try to hit my own laps. And towards the middle, I guess, of the race, Thad started creeping up on me, and unfortunately, he broke his right front. So it was disappointing just to see him go out because that would have been a really good battle. But yeah, from there, just ran my own race, try to hit some marks, and yeah, went well.
What happened between you and Thad Countryman as well? I saw that he got towed back to pit road. Was there contact between the two of you, or was there something else that happened?
So at Firebird, there's this like, if you hit after the start finish line into the left hander, if you hit the wall wrong or at a bad angle with your right front, you can like just like snap that tire like that tie rod at half or whatever, and you'll just lose it. So unfortunately, he just got that wall and just had to go back to the pits from that.
Well, regardless, congratulations on a fantastic win out here tonight at Firebird Motorsports Park. Thank you for joining us, Evan. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Yeah, just gotta thank Channel 189, Track Racer, Racecraft, all the guys who support me. Gotta thank Core for this amazing broadcast and league, and thank you for putting this on for us to enjoy. And just gotta give all glory to God and thank my family. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good night. Let's get Chase Spalding, your second place finisher, out here tonight.
And Evan, I'm on.
Chase Spalding, this
Hello.
is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. Do you got me?
Yes, I do.
Chase, congratulations on a fantastic second place finish out here tonight. 3 1/4 seconds
thank you.
behind the 44 of Evan McFarland. But regardless, one hell of a finish and one hell of an effort you put on towards the end there to try and catch back up. Talk us through some of those racing laps.
Yeah, the start was interesting to say the least. I saw, looking back at the replay, people in the back and all jumbled up, making some contacts, and then I accidentally got into Thad in the second corner on the first lap. I apologized to him. We're okay, and I was just trying to run my own race. Try to stay with them. I mean, the 44 and the 26, fastest people on the sim, by far. Even the people behind me, some of the quickest people I know. But I'm just trying to stay my own pace and stay out of my own way.
Well, regardless, fantastic effort out there tonight from that 039. Thanks for joining us up in the booth. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
I would like to thank Barricade Flasher Service for letting me do this and supporting me. Joey Herbie, and David Holdren for being such a great help and joining me on this team, and Kieran Lifflander Racing for being a big support in my racing career.
Thank you once again for joining us up in the booth here at Tier 1, and we hope to see more of you next week.
Thank you.
Let's get Adam McAfee up in here next, and we will call it a night. Adam McAfee, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. Do you got me?
Yep, gotcha.
Adam, one hell of an effort out there tonight. Finished 5.2 seconds down off of the leader. But you put on one heck of a show in the number 18 Batmobile. I saw that out there tonight. Congratulations on the P3. Talk us through it.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, a little bit of luck. Unfortunately, Thad broke his truck, so kind of gave way to Chase getting second, myself third. It was a rough track state for sure. It was hard to get the thing to rotate in corners.
I was seeing that was a bit of a problem, especially towards the end. A lot of guys were not able to get that truck sideways the way that they wanted to, but regardless, one heck of an effort from that number 18 out there tonight. Congratulations on the P3. That is some serious points. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Just a huge thanks to everybody putting this on, and shout out to Team Gold eSports and Refined Engineering.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us up in the booth. We hope you had a great night out here, and hope to see more of you next week.
Awesome. Thank you much.
Thank you. Well, folks, you have spent yet another perfectly good 40 minutes with all of us here at Tier 1 Studio for the first time with me up in the booth. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed. I certainly know I did. This was some fantastic stuff. I'm already excited for next week's race and broadcast. It eludes me where we're going next week. Let me take a quick peek at the schedule. we are going to Lucas Oil. That will be incredibly fun. Oh my god, I can't wait for that. Well, folks, until next time, we thank you once again for joining us up in the booth here at Tier 1 Studio. This broadcast brought to you in part by Core Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League, MBJ Race Wraps and Designs, and Dubby, official partnered sponsor of Core. Use code PRO4, PRO-4, for 20% off your orders at Dubby.com. And this broadcast brought to you in part by Tier 1 Studios, Tier 1 Wraps, and Tier 1 Setup Shops. My name is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. This has been Tier 1 Studio here with the Core Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League. And until next time, goodbye, farewell, and amen.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 Wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
This is